Alright, what's up guys? We are back out in the garage today working on the TJ buggy. I got invited, was it last night or 2 nights ago, some guys to go hit a trail, and I'd done ripped both my seats out. And they were a pain in the butt to get out. I didn't video it because it was super stressful. Didn't video any of that. It was a hellacious pain. But I did get both seats out. Got both I'm gonna use the factory sliders. I got PRP seats coming today from FedEx. So right now I'm cleaning up the garage a little bit, getting some tools straight, and going to finish wrapping the Jeep. And then after that, I'm gonna take everything off of it while the seats are out. While I have the hood, I got the roof off too, so we're gonna wrap that. While that's off, I wanna touch up the cage and some paint. I don't want it to rust any further. I understand you can't keep the roll cage perfect, but I just don't want it to rust anymore. It's rusting pretty bad. I think it's been setting for outside for a long time. Just knocking some of that rust off with a wire brush and going to paint it back with bed liner. I know it's going to scratch right back off, but I'm just trying to keep the rust down. I got 2 of the 3 sides wrapped already. I don't know why my camera keeps shutting off. It's super frustrating. Anyway, I got 2 of the 3 of the back panels wrapped. I know that those are going to hit rocks too and get scuffed up and get ruined. That's fine. I didn't want to paint it. It just takes so long to paint it, and you have to tape all kinds of stuff off and yada yada yada. I just wrapped it. I found some cool wrap on Metro Restyling. I bought a bunch of wrap from them before. I got some Avery Dennison wrap. Good stuff. But I didn't order enough, so I got 2 of the 3 panels in the back wrapped. I'm going to paint first and then probably wrap that. Gonna do that, then we're going to wrap the roof and we're gonna wrap that other side. But the wrap's pretty neat. We'll finish up wrapping the rest, and we'll be probably about the time the seats are gonna show up. The seats are supposed to be here between 11 and 2:30, so FedEx says. I also know that the PRP seats don't mount like the Mastercraft seats. The Mastercraft seats have bolt holes on the bottom that are flat and parallel with the seat, whereas the PRP seats have a tab that comes down, straight up and down, and you kind of like bolt it to the side. So I'm probably going to make a bracket or figure something out to get those to bolt to my sliders, but I've greased the sliders up because they would not move. They're just as rusted as the cage was. The seats were absolutely trash. I'll show you guys in a minute what the seats look like. They were horrible, but I've got the sliders all greased up. I got some WD-40 gel, threw that down in there. They're sliding and moving good now, so that makes me happy. I'm also going to paint the seat sliders black because they look awful. I know I'm doing a lot of cosmetic stuff to this. This thing's pretty mechanically sound now. I've went through all the wiring. I've went through all the bolts, all the Heims. I've replaced what I've needed to. I've replaced sensors, cleaned up a lot of shoddy wiring. So I got it pretty mechanically sound. Got all 4 King shocks on it now. I'm gonna try those out. I failed putting the sway bar in, as you guys remember. I'm going to order a longer sway bar. Pretty sure I can put it in that spot, but it's just going to be longer. So let me flip you guys around. I'll show you what I've got done, and then I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to get to clean the garage, which you guys won't know that because as soon as I turn the camera off and back on, you'll be right back. But let me flip you around, show you what I've done so far. Alright, so as you see, I got the roof off. I cut the old light bar tabs off and ground it down and tried to straighten this out the best I could. Kind of hard to straighten it out, but that's alright. Sorry about the wind. It's kind of windy out here, but this is the wrap I put on it. Sticker bomb the dash because it looked like crap. I had a whole drawer full of stickers. Still have a whole drawer full of stickers, but this is the wrap I threw on it. It's just some it's just like tire track camo. It's black, silver, white, and teal. kind of going with a teal theme on this Jeep. I'm painting my gas tank brackets teal. So that's the wrap. I got another piece that I can finish this side with it, but right now we're going to paint. And just all this rust right here, it's a lot. I know it's going to get rubbed back off, but this right here doesn't hit nothing, you know what I mean? And it's all rusted up. And I'm just going to paint all this. I think it'll look 10 times better. I know this will never stay because, and it's shiny, it don't have no rust on it really right here where you slide it out. I think I want to figure out how to wrap this in a dark color, and that way whenever you're sliding across of it, you're going over the top of the wrap and not the actual metal tube in the paint and wearing it off. So I'm going to take all the stuff out of the back. I'm going to take everything off of it. I still got to get these harnesses off. I got new harnesses inside for it too. I got a bunch of dirt in here and stuff. We're going to clean that up. The inside's already bed lined, so it's pretty protected on the inside. I'm just going to clean up all this mud and dust and crap. Clean it out the best I can, and just going to tape. I'll probably just tape off here, and then tape off here, and the rest of it, and then tape this, the aluminum sides and stuff off, and we'll go in here and paint this dude up. I think it'll look a lot better once we get it all painted up. I can just run a paint drop cloth right through here, cover all the dash and stuff up. But yeah, like I said, since I got the roof off, I'm gonna throw some paint on this thing, and she'll be ready to rock and roll. I think I'm just gonna leave this aluminum like it is. It's in pretty decent shape. It's not broken. It's all bolted on, and I'll show you this is what I was talking about with the console. I really don't like this console. It works, covers everything up, but as you can see, you can't slide the seat forward past here. And the seats was set in there, and it wouldn't slide back any further. It was all the way back. So hope the new PRP seats are kind of close to the same size, because I don't want to modify or mess with this thing yet. I really would like to paint it, but not gonna be taking it out today. We're not gonna be doing that today. We're gonna leave it like it is. I might sticker the thing out where it doesn't look as bad. I don't know. I just don't like the cup holders or this little magnet thing that holds trash and water. I guess if you cleaned it up, that'd be kind of cool. But the cup holders I guess they'd hold something, but it's kind of awkward to reach back there when you're sitting up here. If that thing was, I don't know. I guess you could keep it there. I might do something different with the door, like put a handle on it where I can pull up, because it's got a magnet and you gotta like dig your fingernails up underneath it to get it out. And maybe put a rubber seal on it where it'd seal up. Might do that. That way it wouldn't leak if it rained or get mud and dust and stuff in there. It looks like it's pretty sealed from the inside. It's just the outside's not letting it seal up. I also might sand it down and try to put some mothers on it, see if I can shine it up a little bit. But also, interior lights. I did mention that in the last video. I did mention that the other day. I'm going to put some interior lights in this thing, just some LEDs, and we'll put one up here for like a dome light. But I'm going to put one under here. I'm just going to hook them up to the factory ones since they still work. And I'm going to run a pigtail off that one and up and around once I get the cage painted, and run a wire up to that one off one of the two over here. And that way all three will come on when I turn my interior lights on with the factory thing. So like I said, let me turn this camera off, get in here and clean up the rest of my mess here. Man, this camera just loves to shut off. If anybody can tell me why GoPros just randomly shut off and what I'm doing wrong, please let me know, or tell me a good camera to use. But yeah, I'm gonna clean up my mess and get me some room. That way when the seats get here, I can just start going to town on them. And I'm gonna blow all the dust out of here, get all my masking materials and tape. We're gonna tape this thing off and plastic it up, mask it, throw a decent paint job on the cage and sliders, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do to this thing. And I got some wrap, and I tried to wrap this black the other night, and I was doing it by myself, and I had it off on the ground like this, and I kind of failed. I wish I would have left it on the top of the hood, it'd have been a heck of a lot easier to wrap it than it being here. But I ran out of wrap and don't have any more, so I've got another wrap and a sticker decal for this, so I might put the wrap like down the center or to one side and then paint the rest of it teal or black, and then I have a decal for it. So that's my thinkings. After this, it should be ready to rock and roll. It'll have new seats, new harnesses, be cleaned up, everything. I went over everything. The next thing I'm going to do is go over all the U-joints. I have one in the back that I'd like to replace on the drive shaft that goes to the yoke. I also have a yoke 14 bolt yoke guard, like a pinion yoke guard that came with this Moto-Built kit. I think I might weld it on that one. That way it'll keep my keep that U-joint and them bolts and them straps in good shape, because those bolts on that back U-joint look rough. They look absolutely toasted. So I'd like to change that before I hit a trail. Go over the front U-joints and the axles before I hit a trail, see how those looking, and go from there. So let me get to cleaning up and we'll get this dude painted. Alright, I got the cage somewhat painted. I still need to tape this off and paint that, but that's the least of my worries. Got the sliders painted, most all the tubes are painted. Looks way better. Got the seats out, got everything vacuumed out of here. The seats did come in, so right now I'm trying to figure out how to mount them. I think I'm going to use the old Mastercraft seat mounts and some angle to mount the PRP seats. They're inside right now. I'm not going to bring them here in the dirty garage until I get everything figured out and ready to bolt on. Also need to figure out how to get these harnesses in here. I think I'm just going to bolt them, because they have, the last harnesses had hooks. They're kind of, never seen any with hooks before. Not those. But yeah, they had like hooks on the end, and they hooked in those loops. I think I'm just going to bolt the ones that I have. They just have tabs. I'm going to bolt them to those loops, and I think that should be good to go. And then I'll just wrap them around here and thread them back through like they have. I won't put no loops back here. I think a welded loop would probably be weaker than this wrapping around this tube, so that tube's not going to break. And that's how it was before. He had it like that for a while, no issues. But got all the cage painted, looks 10 times better. The wrap came in for the other side, like I said. Also about to wrap the roof. I've got enough black to do the sides, and then I have like a sticker bomb stripe I'm gonna put down the center, and then I got a Johnny Dang decal I'm gonna throw up here because that's what the name is. I don't like this lettering. I ordered a different lettering. It says Johnny Dang for the front, so I don't really like that lettering. That's kind of, I put it on there, not digging it. I think I'm gonna take it off, or not real sure yet, but probably want to take it off and put the new one I get on there. I'm just going to compare them, see which one I like the best. That one's not too bad. Probably get scrubbed off or worn off anyway. So we're getting there with her. Should have the seats in hopefully by the end of night. Kind of struggling on how to do it, because this one, the mounts are, like I said, on the bottom here. And then the PRP ones have a tab that hang down here. So here's those hooks I was talking about, the other harnesses had. But glad to get those seats out. I'm going to clean these sliders up. I got me a piece of angle cut. I think all I'm going to do is this right here. Bolt the PRP seats to the angle. Either bolt or weld the angle to those. And that should be us. So I'm going to get on that real quick. I'm going to do the passenger side first. That way if I mess anything up, I'm not messing up the driver's side one. I'm going to practice on the passenger side one first, make sure it fits all good. They kind of have them all set toward the center console a little bit. I don't know if that's how the factory seats were, but that's how those are. So yeah, I'm going to leave it like that, I guess, because they're the same width. I figure they'll fit right back in there like they're supposed to. So here's hoping, fingers crossed. Hope I can get those things in tonight. I'll be super stoked about that. If I can get those and the roof done, that'd be even neater. It'd be pretty much pretty much done with the whole project for now. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. I will check back in here in a little bit once I get hopefully one of the seats mounted and stuck in here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap this video up because I am tired. I don't even know where I left off last, but I've got everything wrapped up. I've got everything, all my aluminum wrapped. I know this ain't going to last long. I got some good pictures of it before I ruin it, but I got everything wrapped like I wanted. Got my cooler, my toolbox back in. Also got the roof wrapped. Let me see if I can climb up here. I had some sticker bomb wrap left over and some flat black wrap and my Johnny Dang portrait. So I got that all wrapped up. Of course, I named my Jeep Johnny Dang. I don't like this sticker. It may stay, it may not. I ordered another one that's kind of like graffiti, a little more snazzy than that one, but if that one, depends on which one I like the best. And to the seats, first off, I had the seats way too high, and then I just went to Home Depot and got me some let's look like an inch and a half angle, and cut it down to size. I welded it to my stock sliders. The seat still slides forward and back. This seat right here still arches up. The harnesses really won't let it because it kind of keeps it tight back here. I got the harnesses in. They're actually pretty comfortable. 4-point. They are 5-point, and I do have the loop under here for 5 points, but I really don't want nothing up between my legs, if you know what I'm saying. If I feel like I need to put them in later, I will. But it's not like you're ever going to be in a high-speed crash in this thing. This thing's going to be going slow. This is just for rollovers. PRP seats. These are the daily drivers. Just the cheapest ones I could find. I didn't want to put much money into seats. Them just being an open cab like this, and then we're going to get mud and rain and snow on them, and climbing in and out dirty, yada yada yada. But I just did some welds on there. They are in there super sturdy. They're super strong. I got grade 8 bolts holding the harnesses in. The shoulder straps are off the roll cage on both sides. And yeah, I got my Strutty Life steering wheel from PRP in here. I really like these seats. These are some eBay, Amazon, 6-speed, I guess, harnesses. I wanted the PRP Strutty Life harnesses that were this color, but they were out of stock. But these are pretty nice for what they are. They got the quick release right here that's velcroed on. I actually dig these. They're not bad at all. They fit really good, super snug when you tighten them down. No complaints with them. I did get a roll bar foam mount that's pretty sturdy. I got this off eBay. It's got a spring adjustment right here for your phone. Not sure that's where I'm gonna put my phone, but I did that for my speakers, just so I can have access to my songs and stuff, and use my Onyx app. What else did we get done? I think that's it. I did not get the interior lights done like I wanted to. I wanted to do them while the seats were out, but I was so excited to get these seats in here that I'll probably just do that some other time. The light's right there. If you can see it, it's dark, but the light is right there. I believe I can get to the wire myself. The heated seat wires, they're just hung up in here. I had to I just stuck the heated seat wires up in here. I'm going to find the fuses for those and pull them. That way there's no power going to them. And then, I don't know what else to say. Got my vent tube for the gas tank ran up and down, zip tied off. Shocks are on and set. Tires are on. Only thing I really need to do, I did get my bump stops in. These are carbon 4-inch bumps, hydro bumps. They are set perfectly. I use my suck down winch to set them. I can suck the rear all the way down. So that was suck down winch. Suck the rear all the way down, and I can get my pinky in there pretty easy. When the bumps are all the way smashed down. At full bump, I can get my pinky under the shock and the rubber bump stop on that shock. So got about 1 inch of up travel or less still sitting there. So we got this thing rocking and rolling. I got me a GoPro mount up here. I'm gonna suction that off to the right there somewhere. Probably just keep this thing inside. Got my light bar back on. Got my chase light back on. It's got brake lights, reverse lights, and it's got everything but turn signals. So got that hooked back up. My light bar is on the light switch right here, and then my regular lights are on here. Got plenty of lights. Love them lights. These are from Auxbeam. They're eBay light, Amazon light. Very impressed with the quality of these things, man. These things are metal case. They feel pretty weatherproof. They have a little amber daytime running light. I'm definitely going to buy more lights from them. Came with a nice little switch. You can independently turn each one on and off. So that's how we're going to run that. Steering wheel is quick release. I used a Jegs 3-bolt. This was a 3-bolt. This is a 3-bolt hub and a 6-bolt steering wheel. Jegs has a this little black adapter right here. Probably too dark to see it, but it converts 3-bolt to 6-bolt. So I was able to put the 6-bolt steering wheel in there. What else? I believe that's it for right now. The only thing I really have to do right now is this U-joint back here, the rear U-joint up under here. I know you can't see real well because it's dark, but the bolts on it are absolutely trashed. I don't want to get out on trail and break that U-joint or drive shaft and can't get that unbolted. So I'm going to unbolt that, buy some new straps, buy some new bolts. I'm also going to figure out what size U-joint that is. Supposedly these are long filled U-joints. I guess they're pretty strong. I think that's what the guy told me. Not real sure. Still got to grease. I'm going to grease my kingpins. Got to grease those. I know the U-joints have grease zerks on them. I'm also going to figure out what size U-joints are in my front drive shaft. And I'm going to buy those U-joints and just keep them in my box back here. This thing is came together really quick. It is the next day. Last time I videoed was yesterday, and I had this seat on the old Mastercraft seat mounts, and it was about 3 inches too high. This headrest was way up here, and that just put your head way too close to the roll cage. So I lowered it back down 3 inches and just welded, like I said, angles straight to my sliders. Seats still slide forward and back. This one still raises up, so I could always raise it up and store some stuff back here. But yeah, I got it all. I really like these seats and these harnesses. This really changed the look of the Jeep. So let me know what you guys think about it. I've put a lot of work in this thing since I got it. Just changing stuff on it, replacing stuff on it. I've had to do a number of things on it. It was supposed to be turnkey ready when I got it, and it 100% definitely was not turnkey ready. It needed a bunch of stuff, but it's got new tires, new King 2.5 by 14 coilovers. It's got new seats, new harnesses. I completely repainted everything, took the gas tank out, repainted the RTEC holders that holds the gas tank in, cleaned the gas tank. It was greasy and nasty. All this metal down here was greasy and nasty. I wire loomed everything. Added some bump stops because the bump stops that would go there are over here, and he had just threw them in the floorboard. They're completely collapsed. I don't think they're worth the shit anymore. So I've also got to get under here and find some bolts for this skid plate. This one's stripped out. I did put new bolts in the front 4, but the back 2 both are stripped out, so I'm going to figure out something to do with that. Not real sure how I'm going to go about that, but I can still take it out right now. Super happy with the wrap turned out. It's just kind of like a tire tread urban camo type deal. Had the teal, that was kind of my theme, the teal and blue. And got all the roll cage painted except for this one. I'm still going to tape this off real good one day. I got to wash this. The tape wouldn't stick to it. You can see the dust on it. I'm going to wash it real good, but I did paint all this roll cage. Took the top off, wrapped it, painted all the roll cage up in there. So that's about as far as I'm going to go on it for a while. Besides, like I said, I'm going to grease everything up, do a nut and bolt check all the bolts one more time, check all the jam nuts one more time, all the control arms. And hopefully next video is me taking this booger out. But yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Can't wait to take this thing out. Appreciate you guys for watching. Like always, subscribe if you haven't. I'm still trying to get to 1,000. I'm still hanging around the 600s for the last few months, so if you can, throw me a subscribe. I appreciate it. If you lasted this far in this boring video, I appreciate you. Hopefully next time we make a video, it'll be us taking it out. If you got any questions, comments, leave them below. I appreciate y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
Going in and out recessions the same way that I be going.